Hello everybody, I have a surprise for you. Now that the international market is all open, so I give you another beautiful destination which is not very far from India. Hello sir.
Thank you so much.
Sir, we'll start with an introduction. If you could just brief about yourself to our listeners right there.
Sure. My name is Badr Ali Habib, and I'm head of region for the South Asia at the Department of Economy and Tourism, Government of Dubai. And India happens to fall under my remit. I need to ensure that we continue to bring visitors from India and continue to market and position Dubai across different segments and consumer profiles in India.
All right, sir. Sir, I have a question for you. Just to start up with. So, Dubai people have been traveling. So, why don't you tell us what are the must-do things in Dubai for the Indian travelers?
Super. So India has been the number one source market for us. It was in 2021.
Sure.
So we see a lot of segments coming out of India. Obviously, families are ones that come very, very often, but over time we've seen a lot of new segments also pop in. For families, obviously there's a lot because at heart Dubai is a family destination. So across indoor theme parks and outdoor theme parks, those are some elements that we definitely promote. We have the brand new Museum of the Future that was launched a couple of months ago.
Nice.
That becomes an important one. We also had the In Dubai, which then opened in a couple of months ago. Also, we have a lot of areas such as the La Mer and which has a green planet, which is Dubai's indoor rainforest. That's something that we love to promote. Also, we have places like Hatta, which is an hour away from Dubai. It's a small town which is under the jurisdiction of Dubai, and we have a lot of adventure tourism experiences over there. Also, we have a lot of resorts that have a lot of your water park integrated to them, such as the Atlantis that had Life Adventure. We have the Wild Wadi with the Jumeirah Beach Hotel. And we continue to showcase Indians that Dubai has a lot to do across the board, whether you're looking for culture, heritage, entertainment, shopping, retail, gastronomy, wellness, beaches, outdoors. We position ourselves as a destination that is across the board, always on. Obviously, we have seasonality within India, so we understand that certain Indians come around certain time of the year. So as and when we have that data touch points, we build our strategies around all the data that we have. So currently, being summer, we're expecting a lot of families to come because a lot of schools go off in the month of May and June. So very, very keen to start bringing in Indians from tier 1 and 2 markets and to showcase Dubai for first-time visitors and repeat visitors.
Right. And now that you've mentioned about summers, so would you want to also tell us about specific activities what a person or a traveler can do during summer season?
Absolutely. So our focus in summer has always been more towards indoor experiences. And apart from the shopping malls that have already been well positioned in India, we keep showcasing attractions such as the Infinity de Lumiere, for example.
Okay.
That's GCC's largest digital art exhibition center that has been recently opened in Dubai Mall. That only creates a more destination proposition with Dubai Mall.
Sure.
We also work. Also, if you look at the La Mer, for example, or City Walks, obviously there's an outdoor element to it, but there's a lot of opportunities for people to engage in water activities and beach activities and shopping. And that's an element that we keep pushing. Also, we have something like the IMG, which is the world's largest indoor theme park, and that is something that we would love to promote to Indians,
Sure.
given that there's something to do for every price point and for every age group.
Yeah.
And then obviously we have the Dubai Parks and Resorts, who have recently launched the Lego Land Hotel, and I think that has been a good pickup for that because a lot of people resonate with Lego as a family brand, and with that you get other parks such as Motion Gate and Dubai Parks in Bollywood, and they've managed to continue putting up a lot of new attraction and rides across the board. So Bollywood Park itself had a lot of new offerings as well. So we want to ensure that Indians truly understand the diversity that's being offered by Dubai, and that there is something for everybody without
For all age groups.
For all age groups, absolutely.
And if I talk about, is there any similarity between India and Dubai?
In what context?
Maybe culture, maybe food.
So I think fundamentally, I think the cultures are close in many ways. And one thing that I'd like to point out here is that obviously, historically, Indian traders have been, coming to Dubai for a century. So a lot of spices that have come to Dubai have come from India initially. A lot of gold that comes to Dubai is from India. So that definitely has always been there. We've seen Indians growing up, it's been part and parcel of our upbringing as well.
Sure.
So even in terms of understanding your media, your films and television, have a deep impact on our culture as well. A lot of Emiratis today associated with Bollywood movies. I know a lot of people who go to cinemas to watch them, so that definitely will always be there. Also, I think that the weddings, when it comes to Indian and Emirati weddings, there's a lot of a lot of similarities, because we also believe in big weddings. You also believe in big weddings.
Yes.
Our weddings last a few days, your weddings last a few days as well. So I think that You know, that family structure,
Right.
the family kind of ecosystem always remains there.
Right.
You know, you have families, there are big families, we have big families. So there's already a lot in common. And knowing that we've seen Indians for such a long time, we know Emiratis who speak Hindi fluently, they started educating themselves. We know Indians who have started learning Arabic as well. So I think that cross-cultural fusion is good because you take the best of both worlds and then
Sure.
create a new kind of segment or culture out of it, a subculture.
Right. So I think that makes a lot of sense. And I think we've got good information about Dubai. And I think you should not wait anymore. Just book your tickets and pack your bags and just land in Dubai. Thank you so much, sir. I think it was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.